Go.
Cheesesteak, just know we got Lord Bankhead on the sideline tonight. Oh! Don't worry about it.
Our son really posted the link in the fucking.
Bro, I got you, bro. This is my dumb.
His name is Chug
Oh,
Jug.
come on, bro. I'm sorry, that's a hot screenshot.
Bro, it's
That's
under.
hilarious.
It's rendering at the Costa Rica, bro, and it's like I decided to use it. You have to meet this shit real quick. Okay. Let me see.
Gotta feel.
Chug Jug is live.
Bro, don't ask why my name is that, bro. I don't. I gotta change that shit, bro. That shit's so trash.
Sorry.
Hey, cheesesteak, I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Fucking hell.
I freak.
Okay. I changed my name. Fucking good. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. Is King join? Yo, Joey, what Joey's shy with, boys? You got some color lush? I like color lush.
Oh shit, J-Ball already sent me an invite.
What does that sound?
Anyways, Zach, come on. I think it's Trippies.
Okay, who the fuck? Okay. That's out. Okay, let me just... Well, what is that shit, man?
I don't know, I'm gonna Trippy though.
Running back.
Should I put a spy for Tua?
He didn't run against me last year.
Because I know like
It's not smart for him to run with Tua, bro. It's just not smart.
I fucking watermelon.
The mobility's there for
His
the
O-line,
playoffs,
his
to be
O-line is
honest. Like,
fucking insane. He has like, what's his O-line like? Nelson and like some other, I forgot the other guy's
he's
name.
done a really good job building that team.
Like, yeah, because people don't have to rebuild. Oh, it's time, boys. It's time. It's time.
Hey, I'm playing the most underrated song of 2019 right now.
What song is it?
Under the Sun by J. Cole.
Jacob's Valid.
I thought Leo would get really hyped for me when I said that.
But if I get blown out, I'll be so disappointed in myself. Chivy. Okay, I might lock him, bro.
Hey, cheesesteak. Cheesesteak. Since my mom just got my sister a bunch of whole new shit, she said she was gonna get me something new too. Should I get a new phone or should I get a PC? Type one a PC. But I type just want to like be like, instead of that, can I just get cash to go towards? Because I'm gonna get a Jeep. I'm getting a Jeep soon. I'm saving up. Might just ask her if I can just like.
You got that
get cash
Damian
instead of the
Harrison?
phone.
You got Damian Harrison? Let's go. Okay, we just lagged out. Okay. Okay. Always happens.
And I still haven't been able to debut my new stadium.
When do you get home?
Next week.
2 away games?
Yeah.
Okay.
You there, cheesesteak?
God.
What? What am I doing?
Yeah, same. Good luck. Good luck, cheesesteak. I'm gonna need it bad.
See, it's time for me to turn up. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna. The hell?
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are...
It keeps kicking us out. It keeps kicking me out, bro. Oh my god, you just go in this fucking game, bro. Oh. There you go. Oh no.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike's Popo. Here we go.
Check, 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 check. Hey. Ready.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 70, Indy.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
Go. Let's go. Go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Parker, the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop. Let's go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Check team on it. Team on it. Hey.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now a handoff looking right. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his
Stop cheesesteak, go cheesesteak this tie game, man.
the better linebackers are reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch twins. Showing it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is Parker.
Bro, I'm lagging, bro. That's supposed to be a pick my ball. What the fuck? Fuck.
Gain of 19.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check Michael out. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, check Michael out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. on 3rd and long. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Can't read. Check back around. Target, 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 target.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Hands here. Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be fielded at the 8. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
Let's get it, cheesesteak.
Oh, I don't know what to do, Joe. I don't know what to do.
Let's go.
Who's what's the score?
I just threw a Hail Mary at the end of the half.
You
You called it.
Yo, I'm losing my 3, bro.
I've never called a Hail Mary before.
Mark 11, check Mark 11. Oh,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
check curls, check curls, check curls.
Looking to throw. Looking downfield for Jones.
Cheesesteak.
And this is, oh my.
Bro, he literally mushed my AJ Bouye, bro.
That's put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the set. 50's the mic. Exit, exit. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
From the 27, Locke eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, Jet.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give to Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking in zone for... He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36 now.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so... And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw at his line. He's going to fire one deep up. They've got his man complete. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, 8, read. Silver.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Lock. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to fire one deep left side, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere.
Caught by Jones. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that way.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos
I lost.
on the field ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, it's Preston Williams. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.